What's up, y'all? BC, welcome back. Bryan Casella show. All right, let's talk. How can we be more attractive as a man, right? Cool. First, I'll tell you what not to do. Stop trying to be pretty, right? Leave it up to the woman to be beautiful, right? Do looks matter as a man? Not as much as you think. Can they help you? Sure. If we're going to say the balance of 100%, looks is no more than 10 to 20%. And I would say maybe 15 to 20% if you're like built like a god, right? Tall, perfect aesthetic physique, no body fat, muscular, right? Like the ideal, right? Frame, pretty face, right? Symmetrical, all that stuff. Yeah, but even then, it's still a small percentage. You know what the most desirable thing is for you in a man if you really want to attract the opposite sex or whoever you're interested in, right? At a genetic level, at a DNA level, which is what I'm talking about here, because I know logically people are going to disagree with some of the stuff I say. It doesn't matter, because I understand human beings more than they do. So you can deny this all you want, but it's still true. And I've learned the hard way, believe me. And I see this all the time. When things don't work out, when the fairy tale relationships fall apart, I know why. And we all know why, but very few of us want to admit it. You want to know what the number one thing is to be more attractive as a man? If you're desired by women, meaning you are talking to a woman, you have a girlfriend, and it's obvious that other women are interested in you. Again, we're not talking about pursuing them or anything else, but it's obvious that other women are taking interest in you. They look at you, they see you as desirable. That is the number one way to be more attractive as a man. You walk around on the street, just one man with 2, 3, 4 women around you, you're immediately more desirable to other women. Immediately. Okay? Hard to believe for a lot of people. They would say money or whatever it is, right? Resources, sure, it's important. Again, to be a desirable man. But that's the number one thing. Okay? I know men try to hide who they're talking to. Like, so if you're dating, let's say you're dating, right? I always propose people, regardless of how they view relationships or how they want to go about it. It doesn't agree with mine or whatever. My philosophy, I don't care. Be honest, right? Be honest. Back when I was still, didn't care about anything, I was dating, I would tell girls, right? Even if they asked, I would give it to them. But it was obvious, because if you looked at my social media, you looked at my phone, you looked at who I was hanging out with, the pictures, it was obvious that I was spending time with women. Like, you couldn't deny it. I wasn't hiding it from anybody. Be honest and transparent about that, right? Because that goes beyond the attraction thing. That's just a value or principle that you need to have as a man. Is that you're honest and forthcoming and you don't hide shit from anybody, right? You may keep things private, but that's not the same as hiding or lying or being deceitful, right? There's certain things you're going to keep private. That's cool. No problem with that. But there's a difference between keeping something private and then lying or intentionally hiding something. Big difference there, okay? But when it comes to this thing about other women, it goes counterintuitive to what people think. You saying you're alone, right, doesn't attract other women. You're more desirable to a woman if you say you're taken, or that you're dating, or that you have a girlfriend, than if you say you don't. Again, it goes against conventional wisdom, but I'm not available. Doesn't matter, right? I'm talking on the DNA level. Because if you have a girlfriend, that means another woman has already successfully vetted you and has deemed you worthy to be in a relationship with and give herself to. That makes you more desirable than anything else. Why? Less things that this girl has to vet. Because another woman has already kind of gone through that process. Now, does that mean you're perfect? No. But you obviously already check off some boxes versus the wallflower who nobody pays attention to and the guy who's been single and ready to mingle forever. No other woman has taken interest in him. Must be something wrong. Now again, logically, people will argue with me. That's okay. I'm not talking on the logical level. You want to disarm, right? To the men watching, you want to disarm a woman when you're talking to her, immediately tell her you have a girlfriend. And she'll be that much more open with you, and she'll already assume that you're not going to hit on her, which you shouldn't anyway. You shouldn't hit on women, right? Tell them you have a girlfriend. I've lost count of how many times I start a conversation with a woman, or we just, spontaneously start talking and tell them I have a girlfriend. They still go after me, even if they believe in traditional relationships. Why? Because if you're attractive, they're going to talk to you and want to get close to you regardless. And again, when I say attracted, I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about interest. Okay? Big difference there. Attraction isn't fucking and sex. No. Attraction is attraction. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. I want to know more. So be open that you're talking to other women, spend time with other women, and be honest about it. Period. That will put you in the game better than anything else, regardless of what you think in regards to your bank account, how you look, right? Now, hygiene and putting yourself together are different things. You don't have to be pretty. Those are two separate things. But yes, put yourself together. People always love my shirts and how I dress and all that. Dude, that's a part of the game, but it's also me expressing my individuality, but I understand the game. I know wearing shirts like this and some of the other shirts that I wear and being more out there, right? Works because I'm willing to take the attention. It gives somebody the opportunity, again, whether men or women, to approach me and talk to me and open a conversation because I'm more interesting than the average person, which is another thing you need to do, right? If we're going to say number 2 on this list. Stop blending in. Our whole lives, we're told to blend in as men and women too. Conform. Be a part of the group. Don't stick out. You're going to be made fun of, right? Then you get into the real world. It's the opposite. Whether you're an entrepreneur, you're building a business, or you're dating, you need to stand out and be above the rest. Well, what are some indicators that I can give off? Well, confidence, how you walk around, how you carry yourself, your level of communication, which is extremely key, which we'll talk about later, but how you put yourself together. Oh, I'm not doing anything today. I'm just going to be out in my sweats. Fuck that, dude. Wear a pair of pants and a nice shirt. Present yourself properly. What if that affords you the opportunity to meet a business partner or a woman, like the point of this video? Otherwise, they wouldn't have paid attention to you if you went out like a slob dressed like everybody else. You see? We can't complain about the game. We need to know the rules of the game and play. We didn't create it. We didn't design it. We were born into it, right? That's what I always tell people. And number 3, right? And we'll open this more as episodes go on, but communication. As a man, that is your most potent weapon if you want to attract the opposite sex, more than anything, is your communication skills. I know people who thought I was going to come on here and, get buff and make money. All that stuff is important, sure. But I can beat those, even though I have them in excess. I don't need them, and I can still beat them with some of these points that I gave you, especially communication. The moment I open my mouth, it's very clear to men and women and anybody that intellectually, intelligence-wise, and who I am as a person is on a completely different level than the average person. For sure. Because I don't speak. I don't captivate. I don't move like the average person at all. The average person can't communicate for shit. They can sit here and type you a word essay and complain and all this stuff, but get them to speak in person, especially to a stranger, and they will freeze. They have zero comfort, zero enthusiasm, zero magnetism when it comes to communication. Zero. Build your skills. Now, I build powerhouses of communication because it's one of the things I focus on in my inner circles, right? But when you even say, okay, every day I'm going to talk to people, I'm going to smile, I'm going to go out there and make myself better, you'll put yourself and forge yourself through the fire like a blacksmith, and you'll come out stronger. This is how you do it, brick by brick, day by day. So a year from now, 2 years from now, you're a completely different person, but that's the level of dedication that it takes, and that's the time commitment it takes. It takes years to become good at something. Stop looking for tomorrow or the next month or instant results. That shit does not exist. They're selling you a fucking pipe dream and you know it, yet you still fucking buy it. That's why people run away from me a lot of times, because I say, you're gonna have to work hard with anything that I offer you. I don't give a shit at what level. You're gonna have to work hard and you're gonna enjoy it. Otherwise, get away from me. I don't want the people around me who want it the easy way. Forget it, dude. We're cut from a different cloth if that's what you think. I like going through the suffering in quotes. Why? Because other people aren't willing to do it. And because of that, I will earn accolades and skills and abilities and a lifestyle that they will never get. Okay? Cool. We'll continue on the next episode. All right, y'all. Peace.